Do you know Kumon, chat? For those that say yes, I'm so sorry. Back then, I took Kumon. Do you know what Kumon is? Kumon! I know. Kumon aware. Kumon is a real memory. Yeah, when I was younger, chat, I took Kumon too. Okay, but I was under so much pressure that I didn't have time to do Kumon. What the hell is Kumon? What's Kumon? That's like a Pokemon, right? Oh. Oh, you sweet, happy summer child. Oh, come here. Chat, let's all form a circle. We must protect. I see. Your childhood seems to be slightly happier. Alright, chat. Let's all hold hands. Let's gather around. We have some people to protect. Stay joyous, comrade. Keep that smile on your face. Oh, God. If you don't know what Kumon is, right? You never have to. Don't worry about it. Just, if anyone ever goes, do you want to join Kumon? Say no. Kumon is Asia's ghoul. Unironically, so basically, it's like math, but every single day they give you everything. It's hard. Yeah, there's math and English, and they give you homework every single day. And the homework is like the size of a book. Like, they teach you math beyond your years. And there's so much homework. Every day, all you have to do is fill out a small piece of A5 paper. Think about the thinnest, plasticest A5 piece of paper with so much questions, and you get a book of those every single day for homework. Like, I don't know what Kumon uses as like paper, but it's so thin, and like it's like paper towels even. It feels like plastic paper towels. Am I crazy? Like, Kumon is the size of A5, but it's so thin and weirdly glossy a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, they cut costs on paper. Yeah, with the amount of homeworks you get, makes sense. Yeah, like Bible paper. Like, it's like thin and like it's thin and then plasticky. I don't know. And you have to write on that, okay? So that's Kumon, and you get it every single day. Anyways, I didn't know this as a kid, but I was under so much pressure and I couldn't do my Kumon homework because I had so much shit at that time. I decided that I was going to crumple it, right? I would crumple it, and this is the first time I've ever done that. And I felt so bad because once you crumple paper, you can't uncrumple it. So once I crumpled it, I was like, oh fuck. Oh fuck, my parents will know. My parents know I got so pissed, or like I did a bad thing by crumpling a piece of paper. Like, I'm so done. Like, that would warrant me like a timeout. Like, during timeouts, I'm not allowed to go outside at all. So my only hobby at that time was to go to the park, and I was so scared I was not allowed to go to the park for like, I don't know, months. So I decided to flush it down the toilet. I balled it and I flushed it down the toilet, and for the first couple of days it worked, and I was so relieved. I was like, oh my god, no one knew. Like, I committed a crime and I was never caught. So I kept doing it. I just kept crumpling Kumon paper and I flush it down our toilet. And the thing is, chat, our toilet is like, well, our toilet isn't a squat toilet, but it's not like a cool one either. It's those things where the flush button does work, but sometimes you do need to like pour in like gallons of water in there to like flush some stuff down, right? So one day, my dad decided to give his blessing to the world. That's how we say it. Like, in Indo, you don't say like, oh, you're gonna take a massive doo-doo. You go like, oh yes, my dad is going to donate a big he's going to donate a big gift to the world, is what we say. Sumbang hadiah besar ke dunia, like that. So my dad was about to donate a blessing, deposit his blessing to the world with the same toilet I used to flush my Kumon papers. The thing is, chat, not only did he do that, right? It didn't like go down. Yes, his morning meeting didn't go down very well. And the next day, it was until the next day. Oh my god, we got raided during a shit story. Thank you for the raid! I hope you had a fun time on stream! I'm sorry for what you guys are gonna hear, but yes, it was until the next day. I got called by my mother. My mom was like, can you take the plunger and plunge the toilet? I did not see the toilet until this point. And it's been like a day old, so right? I was like, okay, mother, I can never say no to my mother. So me and my mom, we went to the toilet, we opened it, and boom. There it is. Just there. That's like a mini bathtub, okay? So I was like, "Ugh." You know, I was lacking. And my mom decided to be very sweet. She decided to be really, really nice to me. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, Michi. You know what? I'll be here. I'll accompany you, okay? So my job was I had to take the plunger and I had to plunge the fucking toilet, right? But it's okay because my mom was gonna stand there to like, basically like, if I tap out, then my mom will try. But like, I will have to do it first. But I can be like, Mom, I can't do it. I can't do it. You do it. So she's like, I will be here to accompany you. Keep in mind, my mother at that time was a very strict woman. This is considered a blessing for me. Oh, that was like a blessing. That was her being the nicest she could be. So, on my journey, I was like, you know? Thank you for the raid! I hope you had a fun stream. Sorry you had to raid during a poop story. But yes, there I was, chat, standing on top of my father's lo and behold on like the mini bathtub, right? Holding a plunger. I put the plunger in and I went sklorp, sklorp, you know? I the plunger in. And then I pulled it out and all the Kumon paper floated to the surface. Like, to the surface. And I was like, oh no. And then my mother was there. So she saw and she's like, Michi, what is that? I was like, oh, I think he must have flushed toilet paper. We don't flush our toilet paper here, by the way. So I was like, oh, I think he flushed toilet paper. And she's like, no, we never flush toilet paper. That doesn't look like toilet paper. And my mother made me put my hand in there, right? And pick up one of them. Just one out of like 5 that were floating. And then open it up to see what it is. So I am too scared to say no. So I took it. I open it. And you see Kumon. Name. Michi Mochievee. Michi Nathaniel Mochievee. Kumon. I was so fucked. That was one of the worst days of my life. Ever since then, now I know if I ever just not want to do homework, just burn it. Just burn it, chat. It's not worth it. That's what I did now. Yes. As I got older, I became smarter. I know how to hide the evidence better. Lesson learned. Never trust water. Fire is your best friend. Literally. Yes, leave no proof behind. But yeah, that was probably one of the worst things that had ever happened to me. Not only did I have to do that, right? I had to basically go to Kumon, ask them to give me my same homework over again, and I got grounded for like 6 months.
Alter Gennady cheered X
6 months!
One of your shitty day?
Shut! Get out of here! Months! Help me! Oh, why? Half a year? Oh, our grounding was so bad at that time. I feel like it's not bad because in my head it's not that bad. But I guess compared to normal grounding standards, it's pretty bad. The fastest you'll be grounded for is 3 months. The longest is a year and a half. Thankfully, I have never been grounded for a year and a half. The longest I've been grounded was a year. Yup. Now you know why. I didn't know the internet until I was like middle school as well. I learned everything in middle school. Because I didn't have any access to the internet for so long.
Tharjay cheered X 300. Michi's mother probably do better next time. Then Michi burns her house down to hide the evidence. Did I do better, mum?
You know, that's one thing my dad taught me. So my mom is the type that's like, you always have to be honest, right? Be true and honest. Don't make, like, she's not the type to be like, oh, if you're gonna do it, the least you can do is not get caught. Like, she's not like that. She is a very, like, righteous, law-abiding law person, like very, very following the rules to a T kind of a person. My dad, however, taught me something that until today I use. He taught me 2 important things. The first one is be as kind as a dove but as slick as a snake, or something like that. Yeah, be as kind as a dove but as slick as a snake. Yeah, be as cunning as a snake but as pure as a dove. That's the first thing that my dad says to me. That it helped me a lot, actually. Especially transitioning from like school to work. That helps me a lot because once you get to like work life, like everyday life as an adult, you will realize that a lot of people are very cunning. And a lot of people will not mind stepping on you if that means they will be in a better position. So you cannot be jaded, you know, like you shouldn't be jaded and you shouldn't be evil, but you can't be naive and let yourself get like pushed over. So that's one thing that my dad taught me that I still remember and it helps me a lot. Another thing my dad told me is don't do anything bad. If you do something bad, make sure you're not caught. That's the thing. Well, he didn't say that to me, but the thing he said is, one time I did made a mistake. Like I forgot to, well, not forgot. To be fair, I did kind of steal money from my mom. I stole 2,000. Okay, to be fair, that's like a couple of cents. All right, like she left it on the table. It was 2 cents. I couldn't buy anything. I could buy like a pack of instant noodles, but that's it. I could only buy a pack of instant noodles. My mom left it on the table and I was like, oh, who does this belong to? Maybe I can use it to buy something without their permission. And I did. And my mom caught me and my mom was like, you know what? I'm going to have your dad scold you. So then I was sitting there and I was crying, right? Crying with my 1 pack of instant noodles. My dad came in and he's like, listen, okay? I will scold you, but I want you to know, if you're gonna do something like that, for the least, don't let us find out. Just don't, you know, eat the evidence. If you're gonna do that, right, eat it on the spot. Don't bring it home. Ever since then, I think about it. I was like, you know what? True. If I'm gonna make a mistake, if I'm gonna do something I shouldn't, just don't get caught. Don't bring it down back home. 5 head.